those cells which secrete something. That may be hormone, that may be enzyme. So glands divided into two categories. First kind of the glands are called endocrine, exocrine, and the second kind of the glands are called endocrine. Today we are going to study about the endocrine. Now I'll tell you what are the both kind of the glands. Those glands which secrete enzymes, they are called exocrine gland, right? These glands, these are released with the help of a duct. What does mean by the duct? Duct means a type of the pipe, right? What are the pipe? For example, there is a suppose that, let me tell you. So they are the these glands have duct. So what are the duct? Suppose that this is the liver. So liver secrete a type of enzyme that is called bile juice. To secrete bile juice, they have a pipe. This pipe originates from the liver, and this pipe goes to the stomach, right? This is liver, right? And this pipe goes to the stomach. So from liver to stomach, there is a pipe, right? This is called bile duct. Bile duct. Duct is a Latin word, and duct means pipe, right? This is bile duct. So all those glands which secrete their enzyme with the help of duct or pipe, they are called exocrine. For example, pancreas have pancreatic duct and liver have bile duct, right? Is it clear to all of you or not? Please tell me. Is it
Sir, it's
clear?
clear.
Sorry?
It's clear, sir.
Right, very good. Next, second kind of the glands are called endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are those glands which secrete hormones, right? And these are ductless glands, means they do not have any such kind of the power pipe or duct which is found in these glands, these exocrine glands, right? Hormones are directly secreted into the blood, right? They are directly secreted in blood. So hormones are secreted into the blood. After getting secreted into the blood, right, these hormone reaches to the target organ. For example, brain have a gland called pituitary gland. Pituitary gland secretes certain hormones. It will secrete hormone directly into the blood. These hormones keep on circulating across our body. Suppose that this hormone have to work in our liver or in heart, then it will work only in heart, right? So it will reach to the heart with the help of the blood. So all hormones remains dissolved with the blood. There is no special kind of the duct to secrete these hormones, right? For example, pancreas secrete a type of hormone called insulin, and insulin remains dissolved in our blood, right? So then there is a further type of the endocrine gland, but that you have not to note it down. This is out of your syllabus. So please note it down the types of the gland. Types of the gland with the help of enzyme. Example: these holocrine, heterocrine gland. You need not to remember that. It is out of your syllabus, right? Now in your chapter, we have to study the endocrine gland. Let me know when you note it down.
So what is the example for endocrine gland?
The same example, actually, pancreas secrete both things. Pancreas and liver are the glands which secrete both hormone as well as enzyme. So pancreas secrete pancreatic that is pancreatic juice with the help of pancreatic duct, right? And in the same way, pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. So pancreas and liver are two glands which secrete hormone as well as enzyme. So they have both function, exocrine as well as endocrine. Done. Yes, guys, is it done? Note it down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have to study about the endocrine gland, type of the endocrine gland, and the hormones, right? So rest of the thing I'll tell you. You need not to note it down. But the only fact which you can note it down, the first hormone was discovered by William M. Ballis and Ernest H. Sterling in 1903. They are the two scientists who discovered the hormone, right? Now we are going to study about the endocrine gland. Note it down, the discoverer of hormone, Bellis and Ernest. So hormones are secreted from endocrine gland. They are directly dissolved into the blood. So and they work in the target organ where they have to work, right? Please start putting up. Put the heading hormones. Hormones. Put the heading hormone and start writing down. Hormones are chemical substances. Hormones are chemical substances secreted in very small amount by secreted in very small amount by specialized tissue by specialized tissue in the body by specialized tissue in the body called called endocrine glands called endocrine glands. Full stop. Next, hormones are the chemical substances. Hormones are the chemical substances which coordinate. Hormones are the chemical substances which coordinate the activity of coordinate the activity of living organism and also their growth and also their growth. Right, so this was something uh, uh, type something regarding the hormones. I think you must have got it. I have already told you that what are the exocrine gland, endocrine gland, so I think it's meaningless to tell you that. Now come to the type of the gland. What kind of the glands are found in our body, right? So types of the gland. Look, these are the basically you have not to focus on the enzyme hormones secreted by these glands. This is really important for you because you must understand where these glands are found, right? You have not to focus on these hormones which are written below the glands because this PPTs were not you actually. This is best for you to understand that the location of the gland and the name of the gland. Rest of the thing I'll tell you, right? Okay. So the first and foremost gland, which is the first gland, that is the pituitary gland, right? This pituitary gland is called master gland, right? Because this gland control all the glands of the body, all the rest glands of the body. So you can say this is the owner of rest of the gland of the body, right? Then this is means this is the owner, this is the king, right? This is the king which is going to cover all the gland. It will all rest of the gland of the body, they will follow the order of pituitary gland, right? Then after the pituitary gland there is a certain secretary. Who the secretary who work like secretary means below to pituitary gland, right? So this is the hypothalamus gland. So this gland is a secretary of which pituitary gland, right? Then third gland is pineal gland. So you can understand all these glands are found in our brain, right? So that is the important thing. So pituitary is called master gland, right? Now pituitary order every gland, rest of the gland. It order thyroid gland, liver, adrenal, kidney, testis, ovary, pancreas, stomach, thymus, every gland. And all these glands follow the order of pituitary gland. But there is a hypothalamus gland. Hypothalamus gland is secretary of pituitary gland. So what it do? Hypothalamus gland ask pituitary, order to thyroid, order to liver, order to adrenal. So this is like secretary, right? So pituitary gland work on the suggestion of hypothalamus gland, right? That's why it work like secretary. Clear? Is it clear? Is this point clear? Guys, keep on telling me every point. Is it clear? No, not clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, okay. Now, the next gland, that is the thyroid gland. Now you can understand on the basis of location, this thyroid gland is present in the neck part, right? This is thyroid gland. The third one was pineal, fourth one was the thyroid gland. Basically, thyroid gland is found in this neck part of our body, and thyroid gland have one more gland. I'll tell you that along with the thyroid gland, there are some more glands which remains stuck inside the thyroid, right? The thyroid gland has another gland in their body that is called parathyroid gland. So you can understand thyroid gland, then fifth one is parathyroid. Both glands are found in simultaneously. Below the thyroid, there is a thymus gland, right? This is the sixth one, right? Sixth gland, right? Now, below the stomach, you can avoid it because this is not in your syllabus. Then the seventh one is liver. Liver is also it secrete enzyme as well as hormone. Now, the next one is that is the pancreas. That is the eighth one. It's very important gland. Then ninth one is adrenal gland, very important gland. Then kidney also work as a gland, right? So kidney, adrenal gland above the kidney. Then ovary. So I'll just uh, ovary. This one eight nine, right? And then testis. This is just these glands are in your syllabus. Testis. If you want, take the screenshot of this one. I'll suggest you to take the screenshot of this one. But you need to remember the position of the gland. Then we will study one by one. And put the heading endocrine system. The heading will be endocrine system. Heading is endocrine system. And I'll ask you, you have to draw all these 10 glands in your textbook, not in notebook, right? It will be in there. The diagram must be in there, your textbook. So you have to write it down the same diagram in your notebook as well, right? Should we start? Put the heading endocrine system and start writing now.
Yes. Do we write all? Do we have to write all this?
Yeah. Actually, do one thing. Put heading endocrine system, then leave some space for the diagram, then start writing down about the endocrine, right? A group of endocrine gland, a group of endocrine gland, a group of endocrine gland which produces various hormone, a group of endocrine gland which produces various hormone called an endocrine system, called an endocrine system. Full stop. The endocrine system is also known as hormonal system. The endocrine system is also known as hormonal system. Next point. In addition to nervous system, so our body is not controlled by only brain. Our body is also controlled by hormones. You know, the emotions which you have, your emotions are controlled by hormone. Your brain take the decision, but how much daring are you? That will be determined the hormones secreted by your body, right? Right? That will be determined by the hormones which is secreted by your body, right? And how confident you are, how precisely you take the decision, that not depend on your brain. Basically, it depends on your hormonal secretion. How emotional you are, how non-emotional you are, right? Unemotional kind of the person if you are, or emotional kind of the person you are, it is all decided by the hormone. So many of your behavior is controlled by the hormone. So in the nutshell, our body is controlled by the nervous system as well as endocrine system. That's why we call it control and coordination, right? So control and coordination of the body is performed by two systems, that is the nervous system and hormonal system. Both systems work in the coordination, then outcome comes, and that's how we behave. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so please note it down. In addition to nervous system, The endocrine system also, in addition to nervous system, the endocrine system also help in coordinating, help in coordinating the activity of our body, help in coordinating the activity of our body, activity of our body, right? Now, start writing down about the types of the gland, right? So we'll study one by one. So first gland is, what is the first gland which we are going to study? That is the hypothalamus gland, then pituitary gland. Just one, give me one second. Give me one second. So start writing now. So put the first heading, that is the hypothalamus gland, right? So this is the hypothalamus gland, which is found in our body. Look, pituitary gland and hypothalamus gland. Look, this is hypothalamus gland. This is stalk of pituitary gland, and this circular part, this is called pituitary. This is the anterior and this is posterior. Means this is the front part of the pituitary and this is the posterior part of the pituitary. So you just have to understand this, that the above gland is the hypothalamus gland and lower gland is pituitary, right? So first put the heading, that is hypothalamus gland. Put the heading hypothalamus gland and start writing down what is the function, what is the function, what is the their effect, right? So start noting. Hypothalamus gland is present in brain. Hypothalamus gland is present in our brain. Full stop. It control the hormones of, it control the hormones of pituitary gland. It controls the hormone of pituitary gland. That's why it is called, that's why it is called secretory of, that's why it is called secretory of, secretory of pituitary gland, secretory of pituitary gland.
What, sir?
Sorry,
So can you repeat what it is called?
it is called secretory of, secretory of.
Secretary, like
Yeah.
SC.
Okay, let me write it down. Secretary, right? Secretary means assistant, who assist, like PA, personal assistant.
Oh yeah.
So secretary of pituitary gland. Next heading is second heading is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland secrete number of hormone. Pituitary gland secrete number of hormone and it is found and it is found just below the brain. Next point. one of the hormone secreted by one of the hormone secreted by pituitary gland, one of the hormone secreted by pituitary gland is called growth hormone, is called growth hormone. Full stop. The growth hormone controls the growth hormone controls the growth hormone controls the growth of human body, growth of human body. Right? So this was just example of the hair hormone. And one more thing, pituitary gland, pituitary gland is also known as master gland. Pituitary gland is also known as master gland because it secretes hormones which control the secretion of, because it secrete hormone which control the secretion of rest of glands. Now the third gland, pineal gland. Do you know what is the function of pineal gland? Very important and very interesting fact which I want to share with you. You know, pineal gland is basically this is the gland which work in the absence of light. If light is present, this gland will not work. Can you imagine? Can you sleep while opening the eyes? Have you seen any person who have opened eyes and sleeping? I'm not talking about the dead one. I'm talking about the living ones.
No.
No. And one more interesting thing you must know, that suppose that you are sleeping and there is a lots of light at your room. What you will do? First, you will switch off the light. Why you switch off the light? Then you will feel. And when you switch off the light, after few minutes, you go into your dreams. Means you sleep. Actually, this is all the function of pineal gland. Pineal gland secrete a hormone known as sleeping hormone, melatonin. When pineal gland will secrete melatonin hormone, you will feel sleep. You must have seen there are a number of the people who sleep a lot. Those people in which melatonin secreted in high quantity, they sleep a lot. Those people, there are few people which sleep very less, like me, right? So why? It's not that I don't want to sleep. Actually, the melatonin secretion must be less in my body, right? That's why I sleep less, right? So melatonin is the called sleeping hormone. First thing which you have to note down. When light is present, then means your eyes are open or light is present, the hormonal secretion will not take place. Means this pineal gland will not secrete melatonin and you will not sleep. When light is not present, means there is a darker or absence of light. In absence of light, pineal gland will become active and it will secrete melatonin and you will sleep. Clear? Keep on telling me, guys. Ayman, is it clear to you? Okay. So please note it down. Put the third heading, pineal gland. Pineal gland work or secrete hormone. Pineal gland work or secrete hormone in absence of light. Pineal gland work or secrete hormone in absence of light. That is, we can say it is a that is we can say it is a light sensitive gland. It is a light sensitive gland. Full stop. It secrete, next point, it secrete melatonin hormone. It secrete melatonin hormone. It secrete melatonin hormone, which is responsible for sleeping. Which is responsible for sleeping. Which is responsible for sleeping. Let's stop. Is it clear? Pineal gland, understand?
Melatonin is sleeping hormones, right?
Right. Melatonin hormone is sleeping hormone. You must have listened one more word. Melanin. Melanin.
Can you repeat the melatonin sentence?
Melatonin hormone is responsible for sleeping. Melatonin hormone is responsible for sleeping. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next gland is thyroid gland. So there is thymus gland, one more gland, thymus gland. So before thyroid, we must listen about thymus gland because we are following the sequence, right? So the next hormone is this one is thymus gland. Thymus gland, you can see the position of thymus gland, right? These are the thymus gland, and these are the made up of two lobes, and small lobules are formed. You know, this is the gland which changes the shape in according to our age. During the birth, it is written over here. By the way, this is not required for you, right? This is a much more information than you. Just you have to understand. You have to not to note it down. I just it's very interesting thing. That's why I'm telling you. During the birth time, the weight of this gland is 10 to 15 gram. When we become grown up, right? Like at my age, it will be 30 to 40 gram, right? When I will become older, it will become 10 gram, right? And at the time of the when I'll become an old man, then this gland will just vanish. It will reduce, right? This gland is responsible for maintaining our immunity. That's why a very small child have very small immunity. When we grow up, we have very good immunity. When we become older, the immunity reduces. And at the very old age time, the immunity is almost like a child, right? So this gland is responsible for development of WBC. Clear?
Yes.
Thymus gland? Okay. Please start writing now. Please start writing now. Give me just a minute. Actually, I'm not feeling well today. One second. Actually, it's too cold over here. I have been hit by cold. So I'm not feeling well, but as you people take just one class in a week, so I don't want to miss it. And I also request you people just use your Wi-Fi because you know it takes 5 to 6 minutes you people to get connected with our system, right? So those five minute goes waste, right? I don't want to waste those 5 minutes because the class timing is only 1 hour, right? I want to complete your syllabus before time so that you get the time for revision and you get the time for doubt clearing with me because that will be the thing which will pay you, right? So please note down. Thymus gland lies in lower part of neck. Thymus gland lies in lower part of neck and upper part of chest. Thymus gland lies in lower part of neck and upper part of chest. Full stop. It secretes thymosin hormone. It is written over here. It secretes thymosin hormone, which play important role, in development of, which play important role in development of immune system of body. Immune system of body. Right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Put the next heading. Keep on taking the screenshot of diagram because you won't find these clear diagram in your textbook, any of the textbook. If you will search the clear diagram of the book of the 11th class biology, you won't find. I claim, right? So take the screenshot of, because it is very important to understand what is the location of that gland. And now take the location of the next gland, that is called thyroid gland, right? This is the thyroid gland, right? Now try to understand what is the thyroid gland. How does it work? Thyroid and parathyroid gland, right? Look, this is the thyroid gland, and behind the back side of the thyroid gland, these small yellow color of the buttons, they are basically parathyroid gland, right? So thyroid gland actually secrete a thyroid gland secrete thyroxine hormone, which is responsible for. So this is the thyroxine hormone. This is this one. This one is thyroxine hormone. You have not to go in detail that where from it is secreted. This is the thyroxine hormone. It is written over here, thyroxine hormone. This thyroxine hormone is responsible for the growth of our body, right? Growth of body. So this is basically defined for the growth of the body. Start writing now. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is attached to windpipe of our body. Thyroid gland, it is attached to windpipe of our body. Full stop. It secretes thyroxine hormone. Very important. It secretes thyroxine hormone, which contain iodine. Thyroxine hormone, which contain iodine. Full stop. The function of thyroxine hormone is to contain metabolism or metabolic rate, is to regulate or is to control metabolic rate of body. What is metabolic rate? Tell me, Martin and Ayman, what is the metabolic rate? Tell me, what is the metabolic rate?
It controls like the, like
Sorry?
or like it controls like thin and fat.
I'm not getting you, Martin. Can you be a bit louder?
To control like the physical part of your body, like how thin you are and fat
No,
you are.
actually, Martin, metabolic rate means the control of the rate of reactions which are going inside our body. In all the parts of body inside the cell, there are certain reactions which are going inside our body, and outcome of those reaction is just outcome of those chemical reaction is just the function of our body, right? So the rate of those chemical reaction is called metabolic rate. Got it? Right? If you want to note it down, note it down. Metabolic rate is the sum of all biochemical reactions, is the sum of all biochemical reactions going on is the sum of all biochemical reaction going on inside our body, going on inside our body. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Next. Next point is iodine is very next point. Iodine is very necessary. Iodine is very necessary for the iodine is very necessary for the production of thyroxine hormone. Iodine is very necessary for the iodine is very necessary for the production of this hormone. Full stop. Deficiency of iodine causes to reduce production of this hormone, to reduce the production of this hormone, due to which goiter disease, let me write it down. Goiter is that disease where causes goiter disease. This neck becomes swell, right, in goiter disease, because thyroid gland swells, right, due to less production of thyroxine. So this disease is known as goiter. The main symptom of goiter, is that neck of the person appears swollen. Neck of the person appear swollen. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Next, parathyroid gland, right? This yellow one, parathyroid gland. There are four small parathyroid gland which are embedded in there are 4 parathyroid glands which are embedded in thyroid gland, full stop. Parathyroid gland secrete a hormone. Parathyroid gland secrete a hormone called parathormone. Let me write it down. No, it's not. It releases a hormone, and the name of the hormone is parathormone. Parathormone, right? That is the parathormone. The parathyroid gland secrete parathormone. Full stop. The function of parathormone, the function of parathormone is to regulate calcium and phosphate level in our blood. Calcium and phosphate level in our blood. Right. So where is the calcium and phosphate found in our body other than blood? Why it is important for our body? Tell me, both of you, Martin and Iman.
Yes, sir.
What does it regulate? Where it is found? Calcium and phosphate in our body. Sorry?
Regulates calcium and phosphate
Calcium and phosphate
level.
are found in which part of the body? Hey, come on, guys. It's a very basic question. Come on, guys. You will always. Sometimes you see in television advertisement. Drink milk, your bones will become stronger. Calcium and phosphate both are responsible for building of our bone. They make our bone stronger, right? So put the heading. Next heading will be that is pancreas, right? Pancreas. Next heading is pancreas, right? And in next class I'll start from the pancreas, and please join before the 6:30. I join the class at 6:25, right? Even I also want to, don't waste those 5 minutes, right? Join at the time, not after there. Okay, Ayman and Martin, both of you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So see you in next class.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.